I hope you're all doing well, and today we're going to be looking at the designer notes for Year 5 Season 1. Recently, an interview took place where we made the following statement. So if professional players are not happy with our proposed features, then that means we are going in the right direction. We wanted to take a moment to clarify the intention behind this. It is true that part of the balancing efforts is to push every player, professionals included, out of their comfort zone. This does not mean we are going about things to be intentionally frustrating for these players, but instead make adjustments to ensure our professional players are the best at the game as a whole, and not a specific update or meta. We also have to consider the entire player base, and while some aspects of professional play will trickle down to general matchmaking, not all do. Goyo for example. When it comes to the highest level of play, we find a few things to be true that we would like to share. Pro players are masters of the game and place significant value on mastery of the game as it stands today. Naturally, this can lead to resistance when we make changes, as it can be disruptive to a team's composition, strategy and performance, while beneficial for others. No matter what change you make, it's going to benefit some people and it won't benefit others. Because, I don't know, there could be a really good buck player, there could be a really bad buck player. So, nothing buck is going to benefit the bad buck player, but will do harm to the really good buck player. So, I think really any patch notes will harm anyone. But pro players have an incredible understanding of the intricacies of Siege and are able to see many things from the perspective that we may miss. That said, we have to balance the understanding of the game with the data we have that is more representative of the game as a whole before we reach decisions. We recognize the importance of providing these high level players with input into our balancing process. We have plans to adjust how we respond to the feedback they provide and explain situations where we make decisions that is contrary to their input detailed below. So they pretty much just go on to say how they are listening to pro players, but they also need to listen to kind of the data they are receiving, because, you know, they do look at the chart and they see Jager is completely off the charts. I mean, we saw the chart, we saw where Jager was, so they're thinking making Jager 2 speed 2 armor to maybe fix that, but that might not be the best thing for the pro players, because no pro player is going to want that. They're so used to Jager for maybe like 5 years now, Jager being 3 speed, so changing that would do great harm to everything they've learned and so on and so on. But what they're saying is they are listening to pros, but they're also basing it off the data they are doing. But I think what they're trying to say is, you know, they're just going to see how this goes. If it doesn't do too good, they will revert, depending on how everyone's feedback is and so on and so on. But they will be looking at data as well. So this is the updated operators versus presence within the game. We can see Yana here is actually doing quite decent compared to how Carly was when she came out. You know, she is above the normal win % rate. She's not picked too much. We can see Knock is actually making a big improvement going up there. That's really good to see. We can see Ash is still just in the top right. They're kind of, all the operators on the right hand side have all spread out. They used to all be so close, they're kind of all spreading out now. But yeah, we do see the usual opposite at the top, like Ash, Sophia, Thermite, Thatcher. I think they will always be at the top just from how useful they are. And no operator will be as good as someone like Thermite, Thatcher. But yeah, these are the operator charts for attackers. This is really interesting to see. Let's see defenders. Okay, Jager is... Chachanka's gone down even more. He was minus 5% last time, minus 6 now. Below that. So let's see here. So Jager is still off the charts. Oryx is all the way at the bottom. I was not expecting that. So yeah, Oryx is... Okay. That's interesting to see. Valkyrie is still up here. Really strong operator. Mozzie, Bandit, Doc. This is, you know, the usual. Nothing surprising here. Seems like Frost has gone a bit down. I swear Frost was really high up. but it seems like she's gone down a bit too. So this is the defender chart. This is interesting. So Chichanka's getting even worse and Oryx is quite down there. That is sad to see. Let's see this. I haven't actually seen these, by the way. So top 10 attack operated ban rate. Jackal is still up there. No surprise. Thatcher, Blackbeard, Montaigne, Maverick, Nomad. Pretty much all these same operators we saw before. I think Nomad was a bit higher than Maverick and Montaigne, if I remember. But nothing here is too different. Here, obviously, Mirror's ban rate has gone up. It used to be like 75, I believe it's now 81. Not too much, the usual thing we see here. Mirror, Echo, Clash, Valkyrie, Kaid. So nothing too surprising here. And then these are obviously the changes we have already seen in the TTS. Ying buff, M12 buff, Kaid buff, Jager 2-2, Mozzie removed super shorty, Bark removed frag grenades, and so on and so on. Wait, Goat. I didn't see this. Goyo removed one Vulcan shield from 3 to 2. Okay, that is new. Goyo has 2 shields now, Vulcan shields from 3. Okay, this is new. I don't, unless I'm blind, but Goyo was not in a TTS patch notes. So this is new. Goyo has 2 shields. That's really interesting to see. That would be really helpful in Pro League. It won't do too good in ranked, but Pro League that will be really good. I think it's also because he is a 2-speed 2 armor with a 1-speed weapon. So that's also another thing to take in mind, him having really good loadout. But yeah, so all the new things are these charts that I'm showing you. And obviously Goyo now has 2 shields. I was not expecting that. I'm excited to watch all these videos on these patch notes, see everyone else's reaction. But I hope you enjoyed. Let me know what do you think of Goyo only having 2 shields now. I hope you all have a wonderful day and goodbye.